wherever you are. That's all I want to come my way of prayer. I want to know what's happening in your neighborhood. And one of the things that asking God in the community, like I said, getting together with people doing that, good, but the very good, you see the word. All I know is that you need to be good, this, word, they are so what we're going to do is we're always going to start with the rundown and let you know what we go through this. So we're going to start off with always what's popping. What's popping is all about what's happening, what's going on where you are, what's around you, so we can talk about these things and figure out exactly what's really happening in the neighborhood. A couple of things we talked about later, actually, that Disney soda. Let's talk about that Disney and soda. The DoorDash guy. I know you saw the video. Don't worry. So you guys deliver food and what happens.
One, two, one, two.
Situation that could have been. Did I have well one? So you know you sit there and you're like, what? Wait a minute. What's going on when I actually order stuff? Is this what's happening? The subway kickdown videos, just disturbing. You know, old woman sitting on the train, older woman, and looks like this guy is kicking her. Nobody intervened. Nobody. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that St. Louis style sliced bagel. Please tell me you saw this atrocity. What were they thinking? Don't worry, it's coming. I've got that video for you too. And Vietnam Veterans Day. I'm a veteran. We love our veterans. We just want to recognize how veterans who served in the Vietnamese War weren't always recognized and given the respect that they deserved when they came back home. We're hoping that changes for every veteran going forward. And I feel a personal mission just to remind people on how much we owe to our veterans. In case you forgot, say hello, thank you for your service, acknowledge the men and women who have served around you that you run into every day. What's up this weekend? What's up this weekend will include an opportunity for me to try to chat with whoever is in the weather department. Our weather team is constantly working, so they're not always available. But if I can grab somebody and pull them over and tell us, hey, what we can expect the weekend or what's actually happening, those are things we're going to try to do. Say, hey, give us a preview on the weather. What can I see for Cherry Blossom? Yeah, see what you want to see, because like it or not only works if you tell me what you like and what you don't like. So we can try to keep it going. So remember to like and subscribe below. It's one of those things I want you to do. And you can always catch me. You can slide into my DMs at either Nick Smith News on Instagram or Nick Smith News on Twitter. Remember, it's a team. It's a collective team. Besides, like it or not, I want to know what's happening in your neighborhood, right? So if there's something happening at the neighbor grocery store that you want to share with us because you think it'd be a great story, let us know. Email me, nick.smith@foxtv.com. If there's something happening that doesn't seem quite right or that you heard at the city council meeting, let us know. We'd like to check into that. Everything you pitch to us can't always be a story, but everything you pitch to us is information that we may or may not know if you didn't share it with us. We want to make sure you know we are a part of the community. We live in your neighborhoods. We work in the neighborhood. We're around in the neighborhood. So we're only as good as you allow us to be. We are committed to being as factual and accurate as possible. We don't need to be first. We just need to be accurate. We need to make sure that we've got the information right. So our team is constantly working to make sure that that is indeed the case. People behind the scenes and on camera that you see and don't see every day. Remember, I want you to like and subscribe below, and you can watch us anywhere at fox5dc.com. We are always on. So let's go ahead and get into one of the segments I was telling you about, because what I want to constantly do is bring up an episode or two of things that are happening right now. We're going to go ahead and look at that episode of Fox 5's Like It or Not, where we were talking about the reporter. The reporter interviews a boxer who grabs her, he kisses her. She says, yo, that's too much, dude. I didn't ask for all that. He says, hey, we were friends. I didn't think she'd be offended. I'm going to lay it out for you, and I want to know what you think. I'm going to chat with you on the other side. We're going to bring this up. Remember, you're working with me. Don't get upset. We're still trying to figure things out together as we work together. We are doing this, and what I want to do right now, just to let you know, bring you in, understand what's happening. I want to bring in video and camera here so that you can actually see what's happening. I'm going to go on the other side. I want to cover up Marina's face. I'm going to go over there and cover up my big head. So this is the video. This is what we're talking about. Once again, reporter interviewing a boxer. She says boxer went a little bit too far. Let's talk about it on the other side.
Famous attorney Gloria Allred after the reporter was kissed on the lips by Bulgarian heavyweight Kubrat Pulev. Yeah, never heard of him either. But it happened while she interviewed the boxer after a fight on March 22nd. The reporter says he not only kissed her without consent, he also groped her butt after the interview. Jenny Sushi claims the boxer asked her to remove the kiss from the interview, but she refused. In a letter to the California State Athletic Commission, Allred said she wants an investigation into the matter and for the heavyweight's license to be suspended. The boxer has responded on Twitter saying he's actually friends with the reporter, and that night she joined him and his boys at a post-fight celebration. Lawyering up, Lauren, like it or not.
I like that she's lawyering up. I think that's completely fair. And what was so sad to me watching this video was the way the reporter handled this, as she sort of laughed it off. And
I'm going to jump in here because this is something where I want to know what you think before we actually start sounding off with everybody else, right? I think it is possible that, you may have an opinion. So remember, like and subscribe below because I want to know what you think. I want you to jump in there and give me your comments because I've got the phone ready. I'm ready to pull up anything that you say and talk to you about it and share those comments so that we can have this conversation going. Because as you sound off, I've got it right here. We can keep this conversation going. So I want to make sure that you understand that you are part of that conversation. So Dr. Lauren A. Wright, Marina Morocco, and Guy Lambert were the people on the panel yesterday. So we chatted there. Fox 5 Like It or Not is just one of the many trending topics. Let's go ahead and jump back into that conversation and see what everybody has to say. Yeah.
she said, okay, that was kind of awkward. That was the expression on her face. And that is just so typical of these situations. Women are caught in an impossible situation. She's doing her job. She's reporting on a live sports event, and someone grabs her butt and forcibly kisses her. I think it's just, it's terrible that he did this, and I think there should absolutely be a consequence.
Yeah, there are so many guys that say, you know what, why the Me Too movement? Daggone it, take a look at what we just saw there. That's why we have the Me Too movement. This was unacceptable. Look, the guy was feeling himself. He just won or whatever, and so what do? You go and you feel like you have the right to kiss somebody that you haven't had the permission to kiss? I don't like it not one bit. She needs to lawyer up and get the money that she deserves.
I think we need a little bit more context. I'm not sure we have the complete picture as to what exactly took place here. I think she's got one side of the story, he's got another side of the story, and it sounds like they're friendlier than they're letting on to be. Now, it also sounds like she may have found a good opportunity here to potentially lawyer up and maybe get some cash out of this. I have no idea who Jenny Sushi is, who she was. I know who she is now, and a lot of people know who she is too. So I am not putting it past anything past this woman or anybody. At the same time, I'm not saying that maybe there was harassment.
Right.
Clearly, in what we saw, he gave her a kiss without consent. I did not see him groping her after the fact. So again, it's his word against her word. I think we need to see things in a bigger context before we start saying somebody's right and somebody's wrong. We'll see what that lawsuit says. We'll see what the judge says.
What? See, this is what we're talking about. These type of things always tend to be a little bit controversial, right? Because it's not always cut and dry. So the whole idea behind this is to create an opportunity for us to have a conversation. We're having a conversation. We're talking about what's actually happening. Remember to like and subscribe below, and you can always sound off and let me know what you're thinking at Nick Smith News, both Twitter and Instagram at Nick Smith News. Or you can email me at nick.smith@foxtv.com. So I'm here. We're always on. This is just one other channel we want to use to reach out and talk to you. You can always find us on TV or online. We are anywhere you are. Watch us anywhere at Fox 5 DC. And you can also watch us here, live news broadcast at 5 p.m., 6, at 10, and 11. and on Fox 5 Plus at 8 and 9. So these are the things we're just doing. We're just trying to talk to you, make sure you know all these channels are open. Once again, we will try to give you an idea of what I'm talking about during the day. I'm going to go through my little rundown and share that stuff with you there. What's popping, talk about what's happening over the weekend and what's going on around the globe. We're going to say what's up weekend, where we talk about the weather, what your plans are, what we can expect weather-wise, and include somebody from the weather team. We'll do our little flashback, and we will also preview on what we have coming up. But I also want to get word on the curb ideas from you. I want to know where you are, because the best story ideas come from you. The best story ideas come from viewers who have a handle on things that are happening in their neighborhood or things that they want us to take a closer look at. All of those things help to make us a better news team. All of those things are the reason you invite us into your homes. So we want to make sure that what we do is a great reflection of why you love making Fox 5 a part of your family. And I also want to encourage you to let me know different topics that you want to hear us talk about on Fox 5 Like It or Not. Fox 5 Like It or Not is a live unscripted show where we try to talk about the trending topics of the day, but what we also try to do is make sure that what we're talking about is something that you genuinely have an interest in. If producer Jen has time to stop by, I'll share with you her thoughts on different things, and she can also let us know why she chooses to
Say goodnight, Gracie.
go. And like that, we'll be here Monday through Friday. You're going to catch me here at 4 o'clock. I want to hear you sound off, and remember, like and subscribe below. Talk to you guys later.